Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Let's rock. All right, we have Kitco not showing a gold price and not showing a silver price. What's going on? Is Kitco broken? Okay. The gold price we can get in the gold futures market, I don't know how close that is, but 32.99, call it 3,300 in the gold market, down today about $17. The silver market down 11 cents to 36.57. Silver futures 36.65, so continued compression between spot and futures. Gold silver ratio is trading at 90.42, but you'll notice, I think it was yesterday, we made another crack below 90, 89.61 back to the 6th of July, 89.67. So we've taken a couple of cracks at that 90 number and bounced off. So I think eventually we will push through that. In the 10-year is high by recent standards at 4.407 and should reverse in here at some point if the government can continue the pressure on the 10-year yield to the downside, which is what they want. The dollar is up. Okay, so 10-year down, dollar up. One of these things is not like the other. So up 0.123, 0.13% to 97.63. That is a headwind for metals and all commodities. Yesterday, we had big news in the copper market. Trump implied 50% tariffs on copper, shooting copper well over $5 to 567, 572, looks like 5.72 on that news, and then dropping back this morning to 5.58. So that is a pretty major move in the copper market, possibly biggest move in decades. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more, try to figure out what that means for silver and what that means for copper. Some of you are holding copper. All right, I told you I would continue tracking commodities, and here is DBB, the stock that I owned, tracking base metal commodities like aluminum, copper, etc. This also shot up yesterday and then completely fell apart after that, so I can't really explain that. But someone asked, why are you not just talking about metals that you hold? Well, because I like to look at, a holistic view of all the markets. And if there's a opportunity in the paper markets, I don't mind taking advantage of that. It's not just if you don't hold it, you don't own it. It is diversify. Diversify, okay. If you hold a Carson City Morgan, you're not in bullion, silver, and gold. If you if you own land, I guess you do hold that, but a lot of people hold stocks. A lot of people hold miners, silver and gold miners, which I also bought yesterday. So I don't want to be so myopic that all I do is come here and pump the tires on gold and silver, although I do believe in holding both, and that's mostly what I do. All right, in the economic calendar, all we have today is wholesale inventories and minutes of the May FOMC meeting. Tomorrow is the fireworks, initial jobless claims. And so far, we have not rallied into that like I usually expect. We'll have to see what happens today. Of course, a couple days ago, we had a big sell-off in the stock market. We have moved out of the extreme greed category to the top end of the greed category in the Fear Greed Index. And Dow futures up 133, S&P futures up 14, NASDAQ futures up 39, and Bitcoin is up 472 to 109,435. Before we get onto the deals here on the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, and I suggest you click along with me whenever you watch this video to see how prices have changed. They change with the spot market usually. And welcome all new subscribers, members, and viewers. I'm going to get on to the question of the day, and the question of the day is, why did copper prices go up when Trump talked about a 50% tariff? All right. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion in a minute, but I'm going to ask this one more time, ask you to pause, and then go give your answer. Why would a tariff result in a higher spot price in the copper market? Because a tariff is a tax. It's a tax imposed on the importer, okay, not the country that is supplying the goods. Now, sometimes the country supplying the goods can decrease their price to try to offset the tax that occurs in the United States, and sometimes they won't. Something like a 10% spike in tariffs, I mean a 50% spike in tariffs, cannot be offset by the supplier. So what that means is copper, a raw material that's used in everything, something that we get half of our copper from abroad, from what I've heard. Why would putting a tax on a tariff or a tax on raw copper, increase the price of copper spot price? All right, I'll let you think about that, noodle on that for a minute, because it is not obvious. All right, are you back? Well, the answer, in my opinion, is that because this increases the import price to importers in the U.S., and ultimately that's paid by the consumer. But because this increases the price of copper, a strategic metal, a critical metal, then I think that people are thinking that the price of copper within the United States will rise. All right, because if it costs $5.50 to get it from China or wherever we buy it from, then perhaps U.S. suppliers of copper will take that opportunity to raise their prices as well. That's my thought on that. And then the other thought is, why did this not affect silver? Silver is not considered a strategic metal by our government, where copper is. Of course, silver is used in way many things that are strategic and critical. Why didn't silver move? So a lot of questions there for you, and I'll be curious to read your responses. Let's get on to the deals. And we got a down day, so I guess we can do some buying, huh? 1/100th gold is 43.06 at SD Bullion. They show gold right around flat over there. Maybe gold is not down as much as I thought. We have the new customer deal at bullion.com is restocked at 106. I'll get my little bar here shortly. Ooh, where did I go? Where did I go? Where am I? Just got completely lost. Okay, moving on to a 1/10th Gold Eagle. 1/10th Gold Eagle, 374 at Summit. 1/10th Maple is 362 at Safe Haven Metals. Going up the food chain a little bit here, a 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle is 865 at Hero. 1/4 ounce Krugerrand, 865 at Safe Haven. Best price I can find on BU coins. A $5 commemorative is 805 in the PF69 slab, and then divide that by 0.241. You'll get the melt on that. Pretty good price. 1/2 ounce Gold Eagle as cheap as 1,705 at Summit Metals. 1 ounce Gold Eagle is pretty good price, 33.32 at Bullion Exchanges. They show gold down $12 to 33.09. 3,300 in the futures market. A lot of movement today. Buffalo prices came down a bit, 33.91 at Summit Metals, but wait for Costco before you buy there. We've got the 1.85 proof Gold Eagle set at 62.69, a full $1,500 less than what the U.S. Mint charges for that new. Let's go on to an AU Gold Maple. These are 33.13, pretty cheap at Bullion Exchanges, but it will be circulated. A Krugerrand, often the cheapest of your foreign gold coins, 33.09 at Bullion Exchanges. Don't give up on gold here, guys. A 20 franc, which is also a popular foreign fractional coin, 0.1867 ounces of gold, 622 for a very nice one, AUBU at Bullion Exchanges. Let's keep moving. I'll skip platinum, but I do need to review the platinum spot price in the Kitco website that is not working. Here we go. Platinum down $8 to 1,362 as it tries to firm up here. and actually silver being down 11 cents. I think this is exactly what we want. We want to see consolidation in the 36s before we take a run at 38, and I think the more days we spend between 36 and 37, the more likely that is going to push to higher levels. And this copper story, I don't think will be lost on silver investors. Okay, and you can still get a gold back, a little teeny gold back, if you pay $43.67 for an Eagle over at APMEX. But best price on one is over at Bullion Exchanges, $41.20, and $40.80 for a BU backdate Eagle. Oh, that's a 25 Eagle. What's going on here? I screwed this up. Let's see if they have backdate Eagles. Might be cheaper. Star Privy, you don't want that. Where are the backdate Eagles? Well, they don't seem to have any. Nope. No backdate Eagles, so I guess that's why I picked that one. Anyway, 41 and change. You can get Mystery Eagles over at Kitco for $39.52. A member subscriber said that somewhere here it says they're in circulated condition. I cannot find it, but Kitco, $39.52 for a Mystery backdate Eagle. And Impaired Eagles over at Pinehurst are $38.72 for a tube of 20. Don't forget your Eagles, guys. The base of your pyramid ought to be generic and Eagles, in my opinion. The copper story is everywhere, so I did not post that. We'll have to see what they do to the price of copper today. A silver maple is $39.58 at Safe Haven Metals. And the Kangaroo, Britannia, Krugerrand are going to be in the 38s. This one's at Bullion Exchanges. Let's keep moving here. And Costco, this is what you want to focus on if you're buying gold today, and I think you could. I would look right at this Buffalo here at $34.39 with an executive club membership and a 2% rebate credit card. You'll be out the door very close to $3,300, right around melt, maybe even a little below on that Costco deal. But you can only do that so many times, and there's a limit on your executive club membership and a limit to how much gold you can buy every day. Okay, junk is still spot or around spot at Monument Metals, 26.5 times face. We've been beating that on eBay every day. If I was going to pay 26.5, which I wouldn't, I'd get the Mercs here at about 27. And messed up melt. Okay, is that still there? Yeah, the 2 ounce coins. You could get something cool and collectible, but you'll probably get the Pegasus coin here. 75.24 at JM Bullion for 2 ounces, and they'll probably be milk spotted. All right, what else we got here? Deals at Golden State Mint. You can get an ounce of silver for $37.60. The Goose is still loose, and it is 80.82 for 2 ounces of Canadian silver. A kilo is $1,193 at Bullion Exchanges. The Perth Mint kilo coin is $1,240 at Bullion Exchanges. I'd rather have that than the bar, but it will probably come in a scratched capsule, just so you know. Now we're on eBay. Okay, what we do here is we use a 3% rebate credit card. If you don't have one, please go get one, unless you hate credit. But I don't suggest you run credit. I suggest you pay off those cards the moment you make that purchase. So you can do that, you know. And then bank the 3%, and that's how we're getting these deals under the dealer prices. Here's a pocket pinger. Okay, here's Silver Eagles. There have been some pretty good deals on Eagles lately. Definitely beaten the $41 mark. But let's start off with Culls at $7.91. I don't like that. I don't like that. This guy has the wrong listing here. $7.98. I'm just going to go right to the BU Eagles. These are 2023 BU. Mid-size seller, 810. Puts you at about 39.30 out the door. So if you want to take a chance on 164 feedback seller, you can do that, or you can move right up to a big seller like bullion.com and they are charging 41 an eagle, and out the door would be about 39.80 or so. So that's probably what I'd, if you wanted ultimate confidence that you're going to get something beautiful, then you could buy this one all day long and save at least $1 a coin, maybe $1.25, using that 3% rebate credit card. In a larger lot, I'm going to go right to the BUs again, 4065. You'd be at about 39.50 for same seller, just a bigger lot. And here you'd be about $1.70 under the dealer price. At 39.50, you'd be about 3.50 over spot. And your LCS may have a better deal, so check that out. Doing the rotations, well, let's just do the Maples today, huh? 980, maybe we'll find you something good. Let's keep going. The Britannias are 990. The Kangaroos for a tube of 25 are $1,000. And the Krugerrands for a tube of 25 are $1,000. So it looks like 980 is about the best we're going to do there. I'm still well off the chart, 980, so that would put us at about, about 38, 38.50. Probably be $1.50, $1 to $1.50 over spot on one of those deals if you like that. Let's do junk in the trunk. And junk, we want $10 face, small lot here. Don't buy any less than $10 face on eBay because the selling costs eat up the sellers. By the way, eBay just raised their selling fees again, even on bullion. Okay, this will be 26.9 times face, and out the door would be about 26.2 times face. That may be about a push with the big dealers. Just hold on one second. Let's check that out. 26.2 versus... And the best deal on the internet is 26.5. Well, you'll save 30 cents on each purchase there, and that is under spot, but not that much. Let's keep going here. Let's find something bigger and better for you heavy hitters out there. 26 points. That's interesting. Why? Liberty's selling 90% dimes. Apparently with dates for 26.6, be out the door at about 25.9. There's a code on that as well. Let me reload that one more time. Usually the culls come up first, but in this case, look at the Mercs, no date Mercs. Let's see, $50, circulated 26.7, about 26 out the door. So I'd get the $50 here over the generic quarters every day of the week if you just want to get a better deal. Junk getting a little more pricey, I think. Okay, let's keep going here. Carson City's in MS63. And if you want to check out an MS62, let's see, MS63. We're going to get up to the NGC slabs. Here we go, Carson City Morgan, MS63, and that is $345 for a coin they will never make any more of. And so many of these are cleaned on eBay. I suggest you buy them in the slab. And if you can't afford a 65, you can pick up a 63, and you have a beautiful coin. Hold on to that, and you will have money over time. That's a numismatic, guys. And the high relief piece dollar, if you can't bring yourself to buy $37 silver, you could look at numismatics right now. High relief piece dollar as cheap as $14.25. Yeah, and that is the money coin in the piece dollar. Okay, and if you just want a bunch of cheap, beautiful piece dollars, authentic, 60 bucks on eBay in the slab. Buy as many of those as you want, whatever appeals to you. It's always nice to be able to see the coin. Here's one for $63. Let's get another one. Here's one for $60 or best offer. No, that one's a little dingy. Get a nice one. It's only going to cost you a couple dollars more. Here's a pretty one. Yeah, there we go, $65, incredibly cheap. Before you buy that U.S. Mint re-release of the piece dollar at double this price, well, actually not, but $100, go ahead and pick up some of these and put them away forever. Your kids will thank you for that. Okay, moving on to the cheapest kilo. Cheapest kilo today is $12.29 minus 3%. Vintage bar of the day is a good old waffle back, and you can get that for $4.40. He has got 10 of these available, more than 10. And he had some other listings he said were waffle backs, were not. So I would, if you're going to buy a bunch of these to get over your sales tax limit, which I think you could at that price, make him a better offer and tell him that you want to see the waffles on your waffle backs. Okay, let's keep going here. A kilo kook is going to be $12.99 minus 3%. Moving on to a large lot of 1 ounce rounds, about $36.80 out the door, right around spot, maybe 50 cents over for a big lot. A small lot is going to be about $37.20 or so, 37 out the door. Good place to buy rounds today. Okay, let's get on to the gold. 1 gram gold, as cheap as $118.92 minus 3%. 1/10 random gold, as cheap as $3.51 minus 3%. 1/10 gold eagle, got to find a good seller here, $3.77 minus 3%. Random 1/4 ounce gold, as cheap as, let's see, that is no good. Find something legitimate here. And okay, it looks like $8.67 for a 1/4 ounce gold coin, random design, and then you would take about 25-30 bucks off of that. So about $8.35 or so for a random 1/4 ounce coin. Moving on, let's do a 1/4 ounce gold eagle. 1/4 ounce gold eagle, as cheap as $6.89. Zero feedback seller, Skippy, $8.97. $8.97, good seller. $8.97 minus 30 bucks, about $8.68 out the door. 1/4 ounce gold eagle with a 3% rebate credit card. A 1 ounce gold eagle can be had as cheap as, let's see, not a Liberty head. Here we go, $34.48. That's about a push with the dealer deal. The gold eagle can be had, gold buffalo can be had as cheap as $35.03 for a BU gold buffalo. Under $3,400 out the door. That's about a push as well. Going on to the 1.85 3-coin set. Nothing screaming buy here, but $65.79, 3% off that would be about 200 bucks off. Be about $33.79 out the door. That is pretty close to that dealer price. And that is a random date as well. Want to look for one of these to pop up that's a few $100s cheaper so we can grab it. A $5 commemorative, as cheap as $8.35 minus 3%. All right, and stuff in my eBay store. If you see something you like there, ask me for a friend discount. The bars I pour, a precious metals verifier, a vacuum sealer, and yes, the vacuum sealer works great on steaks. Save a lot of money on your groceries. Matter of fact, shop your meat right around those 3-day weekend sales, and then right after you can get some really good deals if they overstocked on ribeyes, etc. Vacuum seal those puppies and put them in the freezer. You'll save a lot of money. There's the Amex card I recommend, the PayPal card I recommend, and the Quicksilver card I also recommend. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you for the thumbs up, and I do appreciate it. I appreciate your subscription, and you members, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Hey guys, I know some of you like an update on my garden, so here we go. I finally did plant some giant sunflowers, and here they are. Haven't really bloomed yet, but I had to get those at the nursery because the last batch did not take. And let's go back in the back and take a look at the Victory Garden. My little buddy here helping me out. He's been catching rats. He's knocked off several rats so far. He chases the squirrels, but he only caught one squirrel. And here we are. Oh, the sun is out and I gotta water. So over on this side, we got arugula, which I've let go to seed. These are
giant tomatoes. More tomatoes. These are Romas. Been picking those. Just pulled up all the cucumbers. Made pickles for the first time. And those are peppers. That's an asparagus plant in the back. Cherry tomatoes, peppers, eggplant. Here we have thyme, peppers, and parsley. These are bell peppers down here. The rodents don't seem to like those too much, so I put those outside. Squash, cabbage. Got a couple of heads of cabbage recently. And this is more squash and melons. More cabbage. The garlic I pulled. Onions are coming up, the red onions. Back there is more cabbage. And I think that's about it. We're gonna have a lot of peppers for the chili. Oh, and strawberries. See a nice juicy strawberry there. So, and the cage is working really well. It is protected with chicken wire all the way wrapping around. So the little rats can get in there, but I'm trying to take care of those. So there you go.